Hi everybody, welcome to Merrimack State Park. We're sitting in my car in the parking lot. We're gonna go out to the river and we're gonna work a spell for peace. The first step of this spell is to release stress, anxiety, and worry that we've been carrying around. If you're into a little nature walk and some impromptu witchcraft, then come along with me. We're gonna have a nice little time. Hi everybody, I thought I would take you on a little witchy field trip today. I've had a few stressors this week, people that I'm genuinely worried about, and needless to say, life is stressful. I was going to come down here to the river and work some impromptu magic, and I thought, oh my gosh, my YouTube friends might like to see how I do this because then you can work something similar in your area. I know a lot of you have been along with me here for the ride on YouTube and we've learned a lot of cool things together. Some of you might be new here. If you are and you're interested in learning some of these kind of impromptu spells, spells that you can do with things that you have around the house, practical ways to work with magic, and just more empowering things on your witchcraft journey, then definitely hit the subscribe button right there, ring the notification bell so that when I post new videos, you'll know about it. So here's the thing, you guys, when I pulled up here, this is my normal spot that I like to come to. It's usually pretty private. It's a Wednesday, and Wednesday is the slowest day at the river. On the weekends, it's full of tourists, and it's just not ideal for walking around doing, witchcraft. I pulled up here, and there were a couple of cars. There was a woman in her swimsuit. Obviously, they're going down to the place where I usually approach the river. I'm still going to go down there, you guys, and take a look and see if we can find a relatively private spot on the actual river where we can work this spell. If there's not really a good place to do that, what we're going to do is there's little creeks, offshoots of the river, and I know there's some private places where we can go along that where we can work this spell. Generally, I could come down here and if there's a crowd of people, I can still work this spell because it's all very internal. But the thing is, for this one, I'm going to want to tell you guys what I'm doing. That's information that isn't for people that are just passersby. That's stuff that I share with you guys. Plus, if I'm honest, I feel a little self-conscious if people are watching me while I'm filming a YouTube video. When you're talking to your phone and then there's people walking by and you're like, we're going to try to find a little private spot where we can do this. All right, here we go. See here that this is one of the little creeks that offshoots. People have built up a little walkway with some stones so that you can get across. I can hear people talking over there, but let's just go check it out and get a kind of a lay of the land kind of thing, and we'll decide what we want to do. Oh my gosh, you guys, there's butterflies here. So there's a whole family down at the river. I don't want to get in their way. Also, I'm hearing them on my audio, so that's not going to be ideal for me. I don't think it's going to be ideal for you guys either. So we're going to trek back up to the creek that kind of feeds the river here, and we're going to start our working there, and then we will carry everything down with us to the river, and it will all make sense, I promise. Also, I wanted to mention, I am noticing so many butterflies flying around, and butterflies are a symbol for transformation. And listen, I don't know if you can hear them, cicadas that are singing in the trees, and that is a very significant symbol for me personally. Cicadas have appeared for me at a lot of really important milestones in my life. They've been a powerful symbol as I've been doing my shadow work throughout this year to try to heal from some of my past traumas and things like that. They also are a symbol of community, and cicadas are also a really powerful communicator. So for me, it's that bringing myself back to my voice, not being afraid to speak my truth, the transformation aspect, the communication aspect, the community aspect. So yeah, the cicadas are really with us today, and I love that about them. So anyway, without further ado, let's head down to the creek and start this working for healing and for bringing peace. So here's how the spell goes. And you guys, it's so easy. You can do this anywhere. We're gonna do it right here. And then we're gonna finish it down by the river. The first thing that we're gonna do is we're going to find the perfect rock, okay? And this is a rock that we are going to basically fill up with all of our anxiety, worry, frustration, fear, grief. We need to release this stuff. We've been carrying this around for far too long. It is time to release it, and we can't have peace in our lives while we're carrying all of these things around inside of us. So this spell uses just a rock, any rock. I know a lot of people, especially people who are new, talk about, oh, I can't find the right crystal for this spell or for that spell. Nope. Go out into nature. And we are going to walk around here and call for a rock to speak to us, a rock that wants to do the job for us. That's the rock that we're going to pick. So let's start looking. Okay. I'm holding my hand down to the ground, and I am asking for a stone to speak to me, and I want to feel the energy of it calling out to my hand. That's how I'll know. One actually, you guys, has just caught my attention. I can't stop. I keep looking in other places, and I keep being drawn back to it. That's how I know that it's the correct stone. And it's right in our vision here. I don't know if you're catching it as well, but I am definitely catching it. So let's get a little closer look and give it a feel and make sure it's the stone that we want. It's this one right here. So let's grab that stone. Alright, so I'm going to hold the stone in my hand. This is my receptive hand, the hand that I use to sense energy. Usually your receptive hand is your left, unless you are left-handed, in which case it might be your right. But really, it's whatever feels right to you. I'm just going to hold this in my hand, and I'm going to ask it the questions so that I can receive the answer through this hand. Are you the stone that wants to help me release today? I'll pour these things into you, but you won't have to hold them for long because I'm going to cast you into the water where you can release it. Is this okay with you? Are you okay with this? I'm sensing some joy from the stone. I'm sensing almost a sense of laughter. Very positive and a very helpful energy coming from this stone. I think that I'm getting a very positive response. So this is the stone that we're going to work with. I'm visualizing all of the things that are giving me stress right now, and I'm taking all of the fear, anxiety, grief, stress from those situations and just allowing those to flow into the stone. Once we release those things, then we're much better able to manage all of those situations from a place of calm. I'm just taking everything that's left that I no longer need and I'm blowing it into the stone. Here I'm visualizing the stone being sealed so that it's holding everything in until I am ready to release it. We are going to pop down to the river to finish the spell. I got back to the river, and when I did, I discovered the people that were hanging out here decided to go home. So we have the place all to ourselves to finish the spell. I couldn't be happier. This is perfect. They got to have their fun day. We get to have our fun day. I have the perfect spot. The river runs really quick right out there. So I am going to pop over there. I'm going to do a quick meditation, and I am going to toss our friend here, who is so kindly holding on to all of that energy that we need to release. And we're going to toss it into the river, allowing the energy to flow away from us, dissipate, and become neutralized. So here I go. Think about working with your environment. You don't have to do this at a river. You can go to the ocean and do the same spell. You can go to any park and you don't have to throw it into water. You can leave it in nature. You can leave it in the woods. You can throw it off a cliff. You can leave your stone at a crossroads. There are all different ways to do this. And it doesn't matter where you are. Just look around your environment and make it work for you. That is a great feeling, to just take stuff and just release it. I love it. I love it. Now that we've released the things that we needed to release in order to have peace in our lives, now I am ready to go home and finish it up, light a little candle, and bring a little bit of the peace that I'm feeling in my heart right now from this spot here with you guys, home with me. I don't feel like there's anything I can leave here. There is something I can leave here. I can leave it cleaner. I'm going to pick up any trash that I see along my way back as a sign of respect to the spirits of nature that's gifted me today here. Think about what a blessing it is to see things through magical eyes and to recognize nature's miracles when they show themselves to us. Okay, so I'm back at the car. I have picked up a little bit of trash. This is a ridiculously big trash bag. I'm just going to bring this home and use it for more trash at my house. I'm super glad that I had some hand sanitizer in my car, because picking up other people's garbage in the middle of a pandemic is not my favorite thing. But it's something that I like to do when I'm out in nature, even if I'm not doing witchcraft, because it's important that we even do little steps to try to take care of the world that we live in. So I'm ready to head home. And yeah, so witchcraft on a dime. It's a win. Let's head home. Okay, so we're back at home. Tea light candle, lavender oil. Just gonna hold this for a minute and think about my day. Think about that cool moment when we released all the stress, anxiety, all the stuff that we've been carrying around into that stone and released it into the river, and then focus on that moment of feeling light and full of peace and happiness. I'm going to light this candle with the intention that the peace will fill my home, fill everybody here, and myself, and just keep that peace, that peaceful feeling going and sending it out into my life. And that's all there is to it. It's a very simple spell. It doesn't take much, you guys, to create magic when you remember that the magic comes from inside of you. It doesn't come from anywhere but you. And you can take everything that you find around you and turn it into a spell. And that's what I mean when I say be your magic. Magic isn't something that you do. It's something that you are. Something that we all are. And all of you guys have it in you too. You can create magic out of nothing because you are your magic. And that's really the important message that I want to bring you guys today. Thanks you guys for joining me on my little adventure down at the river. It was really fun doing some super low budget magic with you. If you guys enjoyed our little magical field trip, give me a thumbs up right down there. If you decide to do a similar spell and you post about it on social media, make sure you tag me at Mickie Mueller. Use hashtag StudioCoven so that everybody else can see what kind of amazing magic you did too. Inspire the rest of the community here. If you're new here and you didn't already, make sure you hit the subscribe button for more spells like this. It's late in the day. I need to think about what I'm gonna make for dinner, and I've got to get upstairs and help Dan with some orders. So I'm gonna get out of here. I feel so good, you guys, after doing that spell with you. This was amazing. I hope that some of you guys try it too. I hope that you guys are safe, happy, and healthy. And until I see you guys next time, remember, as always, to be your magic. Bye.